Okay. Well, I have comprised a small presentation about nutrition if you want to look into it.
Sure.
Or I can paraphrase, but you can look into it. At the end of the day, it's about absorbing nutrients. Our body requires certain nutrients, and it is about absorbing those. There's macro and micronutrients. Macros would be carbs, protein, and fats,
Yeah.
and micros would be vitamins, minerals, and I think those are the two big groups. Actually, there might be enzymes or probiotics, but they're not in a group. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, and all the nutrients you can think of, everything that's required of humans, for humans, can be taken from plants. That's what I do. And nobody has an optimal diet. Usually, it's very hard to control yourself and cook properly every day. Most people don't even know what proper nutrition is anyway. And so I have supplements, right? Because I know I'm not going to be perfect every day. And I want to be the healthiest possible, so I just have supplements on hand.
Yeah.
And it's definitely required. If you look at what foods vegans eat, there is tendencies of certain things being lower than but again, it's about if you properly do your diet, then sure, you might not even need supplements other than B12, right? But I looked at what I eat on average, and I do require supplements like calcium, phosphor. What else do I have? I know I had something else. Calcium, phosphor. Yeah, and other than that, I have vitamins like vitamin B complex, omegas, and vitamin D3. Oh, and sometimes I take zinc, sometimes I take selenium, but I don't take that daily, I take that every 2 or 3 days, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the basics of nutrition. I have all the sources in the presentation, and I love nutrition. I think it sucks that we know more about maths than we know about nutrition. It's just sad.
Really cool activist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's just about aligning your actions with your values, because we share the same values. 99% of the people share the same values when it comes to this principle, or share the principle at least, right? I don't know out of which values this principle comes to people, but from my experience, most people agree to the principle, right?
Yeah.
And we can help you. I mean, with milk, it's super easy. You just choose soy milk, almond milk, whatever milk alternative. If you want it cheaper, you can even do it at home compared to normal milk where you need the whole farm, and approval and all that bullshit and exploitation, right? With protein sources instead of meat, you would choose lentils, peas, beans, chickpeas, legumes that are high in protein. Fats, you have nuts and seeds, of course, and they're super, super good. They have a lot of nutrition. And supplements. Don't forget supplements. Multivitamin in the worst case scenario. In the best case scenario, you do a lot of research and you see which exact, supplement you want to take.
Yeah.
Cool. So would you consider yourself vegan? At least by thinking and by...
Yeah, sure. By
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
by thinking, I suppose. Yeah.
Cool. And you will try your best to look into this, right?
Yeah.
Cool. It took me 3 months to fully transition. So I'm just saying, right?
Yeah.
It started one day with the ideal. And now that I have the ideal, I tried my best to be, my ideal,
Yeah.
right? So to say.
That's what I'm feeling
Right.
here, Pia.
And I'm very happy. Thank you for listening to us. It was great.
No worries.
I have a question. How many more animals should be exploited, abused, and slaughtered for you from now on?
Oh god, that's equal. Come
How
on.
many more? I suppose ideally 0.
Okay. That would mean going vegan today. Is there anything holding you back from going vegan right now?
Or like for the next like 4 weeks, yeah, sorta.
Red.
What's holding
Hmm,
you back?
red.
I've gone home to my parents' house for Christmas, so I'm not currently buying my own groceries.
Hmm.
But I go back to my place in like 4 weeks' time.
So if hypothetically speaking, your parents start eating dogs for Christmas, are you gonna eat dogs also?
Hypothetically speaking, probably not.
Okay, so then it doesn't really matter what your parents buy, it seems like.
Yeah, that's
Sure,
wrong.
but like if the basis of the whatever they're cooking is like I'm not gonna
CO.
like.
So what's the difference between a dog and a cow that justifies the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of one, but not the other?
Oh, fuck, it's cold.
Say again.
What's the difference between a dog and a cow that justifies the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter?
I guess it's upbringing of myself. Like,
I have a
But that's
heater
not the
under my
difference
desk.
between them. That's a difference that you
Yeah.
That's why I'm
perceive
like
of
crouching.
them.
sure.
What's the difference
Well, I
between
guess
them?
there is between the animal. There is no difference.
So, okay, then do you think you should treat them differently then?
The cushions are pink?
Probably not.
No,
Morally
so then
speaking.
So then if your parents would cook a dog
Yeah.
and you would say no to them, then don't you
looks
think that if
pink
your
on-
parents cook any other animal, you should say no to them?
Maybe.
Ideally, yeah.
Ultraviolet.
Why did you
ooh,
insert the word ideally?
pink.
Probably because practically, I'm probably not going to apply it till I go back home.
Why is that?
Just because I consider it. I would consider it rude for me to come home for Christmas and then be like, I'm not going to eat any of your cooking now. I don't like
But if your
understand
parents,
on
but if
like
your parents cooked
the
the dog, wouldn't you see that as rude?
I would have to be put in that. I think I could say yes or no right now. But I think I'd have to be put in that actual scenario to know what I would do.
So if your parents start cooking and eating dogs, would you consider it rude to say yes or no to them?
I think I'd have to be put in that scenario to know what I would do in that.
Okay, you're in that scenario right now. You're in front
I
of
would
your
have
parents
to.
and
I
they
think
cook
I'd
a
actually
dog.
have to. I think I'd actually have to be presented with it. Like I don't
What
think
would
I
be the
could speak
difference
on that
between being in that
hypothetically.
scenario and imagining that you're speaking to one of your parents right now and they're saying, I'm cooking dog right now?
I just don't know what I don't know what I'd do. I don't think I can speak on that hypothetically.
Yes, please hit that like.
Well, hypothetically, Christmas is not now. Hypothetically, you should say, I'm gonna look for a way out. In the sense of, I'm gonna call my parents and tell them, yo, could you, like, I don't know how you tell them, right? I became vegan, right? Could you please cook something that's vegan for me?
I'll bring
Or
you
you
around.
cook it yourself.
Or tell them, can I at least cook my own food? Because I'm an adult.
Shit.
Sure.
Whoops.
And we're not telling you to not eat with your parents. That thing will maybe come later inside you, your own, your strong ego, which is fine to have a strong ego, right? Might be like, I actually don't want to see people do this injustice in front of me. How would you feel if people ate your friends in front of you? That's like the most disgusting, disrespectful thing you can imagine. People eating your friends. But that might come later, that connection, right? You can still eat with them. You're not causing more harm by eating with them, arguably. Right? It's just not
Sure.
participating in it. And you could be the one that brings them awareness to this issue, how we were the ones bringing awareness to you. You don't have like I hope we were disrespectful. I hope we were respectful, right? And you can be
Yeah.
respectful with your family about it as well. It's like, guys, respect me, my choices of my food. It goes both way, respect.
I want
You know?
coffee.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave you and go get coffee. Ah, give me a sec.
Look for solutions, not excuses. That's all we're saying at the end of the day.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
ultimately, the general idea is actually to see these animals not as food to begin with, right? I mean, this is like one of the things that is really the deconditioning part, you could say. I mean, yeah, you could say they are food because you can eat that, like the pieces, but the thing is, they are individuals, right? They're individuals who you don't have to kill and exploit, right? Because you don't need to. And if you don't need to and you think you should respect animals or you should consider them, then yeah, you shouldn't take away their life and their bodies. That's the idea.
And you said you're Christian, right, Dyer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to call myself a Christian. I wish. The point in Christianity is that you are only allowed to kill for food. But if you have food already, you cannot say I'm doing it for food because the food is there. And you can imagine Jesus Christ. What would Jesus Christ do? That's how I go sometimes about my life. It's like, would Jesus Christ decide if he has a salad or nuts or whatever in front of him to go out of his way to kill his own creation for taste pleasure or something? You know, I cannot imagine it. You know? I can imagine it if he's in the desert. I can imagine anyone in the desert, you know, killing something to eat. But I cannot imagine when you have abundance of food, when you're quote unquote in the Garden of Eden with an abundance of food, that you're going out of your way to kill someone.
And it's not just salad, FYI. Like anything you want to eat, burger, steak, everything.
Yeah.
There's a plant-based version to it nowadays. So you can literally choose to, even if there is a taste difference between them, the taste difference is very small, and I don't think any rational, compassionate individual would say, "Oh yeah, I'm looking for a particular taste, therefore it's okay to. It's justified for me to cut your throat and chop you into pieces." Would it?
Sure.
So if
I
I
just
say
can't-
that I respect women, and then I go around slapping women's asses, and then somebody says, "Well, you can't do that. That's disrespectful," and I agree with them, and I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. We shouldn't be doing that." But then I'm gonna tell them, "Yeah, but I have a meeting with the boys in the next 2 weeks, and it would be mean for me to say I don't want to slap women's asses with you guys. What should I do?"
So I didn't follow that.
Yeah, the point is like social pressure, right? Just because your society is pressuring you into doing something doesn't mean you throw away who you are and your principles of life. Right? Just because your boys are slapping women's asses and they're demanding that of you doesn't mean you're just gonna follow because it's disrespectful to them. Right? That doesn't make any sense. Right?
Yeah.
And I like strong egos. I don't like fragile egos. I like people who can articulate why they're doing what they're doing. Not, I feel like it. Like, what do you mean? You're a baby. What do you mean, I feel like it? Right?
I like them. That's a new
Sure.
person. It's cold. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I personally don't think more pressure helps, but again, who knows? At the end of the day, we had this conversation, you're aware, and it's about you and yourself, right? If there's two things, there's three things with this. One, you say you have these principles and your actions don't align, and it's gonna cause some sort of discomfort. That is called cognitive dissonance. And there's three ways out of it. You either change your actions to align with your principles and you get rid of this uncomfortableness. 2, you stay in this uncomfortableness while you keep doing the wrong thing. Or 3, you throw away your principles and you start becoming okay with what you're doing so you don't feel bad about it. And right now you're in 2, and I'm telling you stay in 2 and change to 1. Change your actions in the future. Do not throw away your principles.
Yeah, checking.
But it's not just about you. I'm sorry. I hate to be that guy, but it's
Yeah,
I don't care who you are, what you do, if you respect your principles or not. I generally don't care about that. I care when it intervenes with the rights of others. So if the rights of others are being violated because you don't follow your principles, then follow your principles or do whatever you want. Just don't violate the rights of others, because this is what it's about. It's about animals' rights.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Very fair. You don't have to be a principled person to like say. I mean,
How would you rate this experience that you've had out of 10?
What the conversation?
Truthfully. Yeah,
cool.
truthfully though.
On what like scale am I rating it?
I don't know. On
Just
your
like general vibes.
yeah. Completely. And if
I'd
it's
bring
not
it
10
probably
out
like
of
a
10,
like a
then
7
why?
or 8.
You know? 7 or 8. What would you have liked more for it to be a 10 out of 10?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
I'm just gonna increase the heater.
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Because
Yeah,
then I
probably
would
also, like,
assume
a
it's
lot
a
of
10 out of
information.
10, you know? If you don't have anything negative to say, I would say it's just a 10 out of 10.
You know what I should
You
find?
need to
Um,
justify, right? You need to justify your
Evidence
anything,
for subsidies in Australia.
your rating.
That's what I need to find.
I don't know, I just gave you a number.
That's fine, but why? Why 7 and not 10, for example? Like,
Oh, it's actually 15
what didn't you like?
in my room. Fuck, that's cold. I was wondering why I'm
At fairness,
extra
I didn't
cold.
ask for them, but they're like more resources.
You would like more resources on
Sure.
on what? On nutrition?
Yeah, sure. Or just like generic. I don't know if you said like some of the generic
I
fucking
can provide you
copy paste
something.
shit, but sure.
It's Dyer, wasn't it?
Second,
Ah, did you? Hang on. I'm going to tag you in chat.
Roger.
There's a bunch of things on there.
Oh, yeah,
There's
same.
documentary, there's health studies, there's all sorts of stuff. There's Challenge 22, there's Chronometer, which can help you track your nutrition, all
Should
sorts.
actually get that for me.
And
Roger.
I forgot who the goat is that made this document, but to the goat himself, I think. Oh, Chase Avier. Here we go.
That is on the one I just linked.
Oh, really? Never
Yeah.
mind then. Never mind then.
I guess something like that. Or
Yeah, fuck, there's a few things on there, eh?
something like that. Yeah. It will, when I publish it will appear.
Right, well, I might get going to bed, but I will endeavour to look into that.
No, actually.
Thank you for your consideration of others.
Thank you for the conversation.
Cool beans.
Right, I'll leave you
beans.
guys to it.
Good night, bro.
See you there.
Yep.
What are you guys' impressions? My impressions are they're just like a yes man.
Felt
No.
at
Yes.
the end.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, they were just agreeing.
So was I.
No,
When
it
I
could
went
be
vegan?
wrong. It's just like an impression. Could be wrong. Probably wrong.
But I think he truly says yes. It's not like he just says yes and doesn't believe it. I believe they believe when they say yes.
No, because he was saying, I suppose so. I suppose so, yes.
I don't know. I'm that's too much assumption to me. in my
Alex,
opinion.
this isn't a reflection on your activism.
No,
You
it's
did
just him.
great. It's just him. Yeah, it's some people will just, no matter how much good information, no matter how nice you speak to them, some people will always just say yes and move on. It's that's kind of how it felt towards the end for me. But I wasn't here from the beginning of the conversation, so I don't know how that was.
No, I had
Makes
the
sense,
same
makes sense.
feeling when I went through my stuff. Yeah, frankly.
Yeah, but I don't know. Again, I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe we
I
gave
don't
him
like
too
to
much.
assume things. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
like
sure,
to
sure,
do
sure.
Yeah,
that.
maybe we gave him also too much. I don't know. Like
Could be.
first it was VPM, then it was me, then it was Aralex, then Chip chimed in, like, and then it was me again, like 5 people. Like maybe he felt also overwhelmed at some point. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
but
at
I
some
mean,
point you
he
also
didn't.
lose attention as well. You lose also attention. I mean, maybe
But he
he lost
didn't,
family.
right? Because
I'm
I
not sure.
asked questions. I asked questions.
Yeah.
He answered. Oh, right. He was attentive.
F5R7W. I'm willing to give you the attention that you need. I will not call you a murderer. I don't see a reason to do so. So unless you say that you kill animals with your bare hands, you're welcome to join this Discord server, and I will move to my Discord server immediately and have a conversation with you and answer all of your questions and help you out as much as I can. Let me know. I hope, let me just tag you as well. So just to see, please join Discord and I will help. All right. What do you advise to start eating a vegan diet? I don't know where to start. Sure. So, you don't have Discord. I can give you, like, if you're not averted to talking with your own voice, I can give you a link to Google Meets as well. So Google Meet doesn't require you to install any programs. So you just push a button and you're there. Let me know if that's what you want to do. If you just want to ask questions in the chat is also okay. Whatever you prefer. Whichever you prefer, let me know. I can answer the question. Ask questions here. Okay, so the main concept of going vegan, right? First of all, we're talking about the diet right now, right? We'll put the ethical considerations aside. I'm just gonna assume that you know why we do this, that we try to not exploit and slaughter animals because we find that morally comparable to paying for exploitation and slaughter of human beings, right? I'll just put that aside. I'll assume that you can totally be fine without buying leather, without buying silk, without going to circuses, and without just like buying cosmetics that were tested on animals, right? That's the easy stuff to grasp, right? And the only time that you have to like even think about it is when you purchase something, right? The biggest purchasing is the vegan diet, right? So I'm gonna assume all of those things, and if they're incorrect, you can let me know and we can talk about the ethics. But right now we're talking about the diet, okay? So yes, I understand that. I've been a meat eater all my life, 35. That's when I went vegan, when I was 35. But I never realized how bad the industry was. That's why I guess it never bothered me too much before until now. Well, let's address it, right? What do we do with vegan diet? The main thing is we're not just removing stuff from our diet, right? Keep eating what you're eating now, but by removing animal products out of it, you have to replace them with something that is vegan, right? So for instance, if you're removing meat out of your diet, you replace it with tofu, which you have to learn how to cook from scratch, right? It's not an intuitive process, but luckily you just go type tofu recipe and there'll be like, oh, vegan tofu recipe, right? Because some things are gonna be not vegan. And you get like 10,000 recipes, right? You can also replace it with tempeh, with seitan. I'm gonna type all of those things out, right? So tofu, tempeh, seitan, textured vegetable protein, the cheapest protein on planet Earth, basically, right? Textured vegetable protein. All of those things, or most of those things, and seitan sometimes comes with the flavor itself, you need to flavor, right? Like, so add spices to it. And then at the beginning, I tell people to cut it relatively thinly so that the different texture doesn't bother you as much. So you cut thinly, you add a bunch of spices, cook it in oil, done, right? Same goes for other animal products. So tofu is also a great replacer for eggs, right? And much, much healthier and much more protein in tofu than it is in eggs. And basically, whatever things you cook for yourself now, whatever things you eat now, you just type vegan X recipe and you'll get a version of it. Some of it is going to be with like weird ingredients that you are not familiar with. So that's okay. You can be adventurous and learn new stuff and buy new stuff. And by the way, some of those recipes are going to be weird and not tasty to your pleasure. So at the beginning, at least, I would say put some money on it, right? And buy like the vegan alternatives, which are, because it's a prepared food and because it's also like often organic, non-GMO and blah, 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 whatever the fuck. And it's not subsidized, right? By the way meat industry is. It's going to be a bit more expensive, but then later in life, you can move away from it. You can move into doing stuff much, much cheaper. So as I said, like textured vegetable protein is definitely one of the cheapest things on planet Earth when it comes to a source of protein. And it has like 52% protein. Let me actually show you, there is a paper that I found yesterday. And I'm gonna share it with you guys because I'm gonna add it to my site as well. So this is a Green Circle white paper, protein pricing comparison summary, 2023. Things have increased since then, but they increased across the board. And so you have protein price comparison right here. And textured vegetable protein. 52% protein per, I think this is not per calorie, I think it's per gram. That's a price for kilogram, and that's the price per protein. Protein gram, I guess, right? So there's a difference between price per gram and price per protein gram. Truly one of the cheapest things that you can buy. And it's really easy to cook. So you just basically add spices like vegetable chicken broth or chicken powder or some kind of stuff like that, right? That you can always find in, especially like Asian stores and things like that, right? Or in like vegan specific stores or whatever, like Tesco, whatever. Not Tesco, what is it called? Whole Foods, something like that. Like if you're American. And so textured vegetable protein, it's dry matter. So you put hot water, flavored hot water, and it just like absorbs the flavor. Best protein ever on planet Earth. One of the cheapest ones. Of course, soybeans are going to be cheaper, but I would say be careful. F5R7W, and don't increase your protein intake really fast. Not protein, sorry, bean intake really, really fast, because it's a very high source of fiber. And most people on the planet, they usually eat a pretty low fiber diet. And so if you replace all of your animal products with beans, incredibly healthy, but you're gonna suffer for it. So take your time, like, right? That's why I'm saying buy the fake meats, the vegan alternatives, the prepared foods in the beginning, and then increase your bean consumption slowly but surely. And beans are fantastic sources of protein, as I said, fiber, carb, really good stuff, right? And what else can I tell you? Well, ask questions, right? Because I've been concentrating on protein because I think that's where most people have like an issue. And the rest of the stuff you can basically, right, like when it comes to whole foods, right? So veggies, vegan, fruits, vegan. If you drink milk, just replace it with plant milk. I always advise at the beginning, start with oat milk because it's the most similar to dairy milks. And then move on to soy milk because it's the most healthy. And we literally only like a month ago had a meta-analysis come out that it's healthier than dairy milk. So it's really cool stuff. And yeah, so like bread, I guess if you're in the US, sometimes contains milk, but just like find vegan bread and cool beans, so you can just continue eating bread. And then, like, at some point, you'll become level 10 vegan and you start making your own pastries and shit, you know, and your own cheeses at home and your own seitan from wheat gluten. I already eat a ton of veg, fruit, etc. It's mainly the meat side that's difficult for me. I also started oat almond milk a few months ago, and I never drink normal milk again now. Yeah, it's this like in my experience, right? I also have like on top of everything, like years of milk consumption while also being like lactose sensitive, so like not having much lactase, I guess, in my gut. And but like a couple of months after switching to actually no milk, right, I started just drinking black coffee in the beginning. The smell of milk really started to turn my stomach, to the point of if I very rarely buy coffee somewhere, if they're using the same coffee machine nozzle for both, I'm like, no way, it's too gross. Yeah, the meats, as I said, it will take a while to be accustomed to it. I would say start with Beyond Burgers and shit. Beyond Burgers, the vegan chickens, stuff like that, and then just like, I don't know, just start doing 1 or 2 recipes at a time. It really depends on if you like cooking or not. I love cooking. And so like tofu is a joy for me because, and so is textured vegetable protein, because I love the texture of both. And I learned how to cook them, and that's it. And it's done. And once in a while I try a different recipe, and Tone is like, yeah, but your food looks like crap. I don't give a shit. Tastes good. There you go. Tone is hard to please. I'm excited to become a level 10 vegan. Sounds kind of cool. Kind of is. Let me show you something that the level 10 vegan does. Let me just find it in my thing. Give me a sec. Oh, it's gonna give me a difficult time to dig it out. Oh, no, actually right there. Oh, that's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to show you the behind the scenes thing. But let me watch on YouTube. How do you do that? We'll just do that. And bruh. That's my vegan chicken. Has like crispy skin and shit. That's genuinely fucking delicious. I love my vegan chicken. That's level 10 though. That's like maybe 11 to 12. I'm not sure. I breastfed my children. I didn't have any more to give, and they drank almond milk since then. Almond milk is like the lowest in nutrition. Frankly, I would switch to soy milk. Even if it's sugared soy milk, it's, you know, would be better. Almond milk, very low in nutrition. Like, if it's a taste preference, that's fine. You can find the nutrition from somewhere else, but I'm just saying. They only have it with their cereal, and I just used to use normal milk for my tea. Yeah, cereal, fortified cereal are child approved. So make sure there is like a B12, vegan D3 maybe in those cereals, or D2. And yeah, that's cool. Usually refreshing to have a decent conversation about this. Listen, here's the thing, right? I have to defend my fellow vegans here. People who come to veganism at this early stage, and I will call it an early stage despite the community existing for like 80 years. People who come to this are kind of incredibly opinionated, because it's incredibly difficult to come out against 99% of the population and what they do, right? It's really difficult to go with your morality, as you're probably experiencing right now, against most people, including your family, your friends, right? And it will, like, I hope it's not going to happen to you. I hope you have like the best family, the best friends. But that happened to me, right? Like my family abused me in the beginning, right? And then, as human beings do, I absorbed all of that abuse. And it's incredibly easy to take that abuse and start taking it out on people online who sound like your abusive family or your abusive friends, right? It's really, I'm not seeing your face right now, right? So like, I wouldn't get the reaction from calling you whatever, whoever, right? And so it takes a while to let go of that trauma, to have like actual compassion towards most of the population and say, listen, I used to be there. I used to be abusive towards vegetarians and vegans myself. I used to say shit like, my friend petted a dog once, and I'm not proud of it, right? Like, because it was also incredibly racist. And the dog was with people from Asia. And so I said, don't pet their food. Incredibly racist, incredibly anti-vegan shit, incredibly disgusting stuff. And a lot of people are in this flux of where on the daily life they've been told you need to accept that animals are being slaughtered. It's fine. It's a good thing. You need it. It's healthy for you. Just like man or woman up, right? Like, stop being so sensitive. And so they're less sensitive. And then when you come out as vegan to your family, they just regurgitate all that shit to you. And the weight of that, when you know what actually happens to animals, right? Like trillions of animals a year are just like bred, exploited, and slaughtered for a lie, basically, right? And as a new vegan, you suddenly realize that, and you stop you look at those people and you're like, what the fuck are they saying? Why the fuck are they saying it? Right? You forget that you used to be this way because now you realize, right? And so, yeah, you probably got some undeserved abuse online. This is where we also have to have compassion for both sides of this thing. It's a traumatic thing sometimes to go vegan. It's a traumatic thing to realize that you used to participate in an atrocity, in moral horrendousness, right? And so you get the abuse and you sometimes dish it back out into the void, which is social media. And it takes a while to get rid of that trauma or to like quiet it. And the way my friend Vegan Gaze says often, it's not that those people are overreacting. They're not. It's one of the biggest atrocities on planet Earth that we humans gladly, willfully participate in. Maybe not as willfully because there is a lot of like misinformation, disinformation that is happening from a very like indoctrination from a very early age. But the people who might have called you a murderer, a monster, a moral monster, then if they're overreacting, it's like just to a little bit. It's that I'm kind of underreacting to people saying the most horrific shit. Like exploiting and slaughtering animals, paying for exploitation and slaughter of animals is justified, and the justification is I just like when it's in my mouth for 5 minutes. I really enjoy that, right? Sorry it's like a long rant, but I just had to defend my fellow new vegans or my fellow abusive quote unquote vegans. Let me go through all of the stuff. Let me actually jump to the beginning. So I didn't realize the time I have to, you get back to work, okay. Well, you've been given a bunch of resources and come back for new resources as well. So I've been monologuing for myself. Cool beans. Severe in the reaction. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go back to... Oh, I guess it's quiet in there. It's been quiet. What do you think of this paper that I found? It's pretty fucking cool. Guys, look at the paper that I found, by the way. It's about protein pricing comparison summary.
Protein
Can I
price.
have that? And also VPM, great monologue.
Oh, I appreciate that. Sorry. What's up, hieroglyph of some sort? Cool pic. The mask pic is really cool. Yeah, so
Oh,
this...
nice. Thank you for the advices. I will still eat meat. Rib-eye.
Okay, children. So anyways,
That's
this...
so stupid. Sorry, that's
What?
so funny how silly they behave.
Well, children, you know. I bet you were like a grown-up child, Chip. I wasn't.
From when I was born, I didn't cry, so you can imagine.
Oh shit. So anyways, this is like really interesting. So it has like the breakdown of prices. So cost per kilogram assorted. I do think we should add like a cost for calorie, frankly, as well, for protein calorie, I guess, maybe. But yeah, it's like textured vegetable protein, one of the lowest one that is like an actual product. It's really cool. And chickpeas are the cheapest per kilogram. Oh no, soy is the cheapest per... Oh no, Green peas are the cheapest per kilogram. Holy fuck. That's cool. Anyways, there you go.
Could you go to the end where they talk about the methodology? It says it's at the end.
It's
Notes
there.
on methodology. The end.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I just like found it yesterday. Where's the methodology?
I don't know. It just said it was at the end.
Methodology is usually at the beginning, so
Oh,
I
go
don't
down,
know.
go down. I just saw something. I saw a methodology thing. More down. It was near the end. In the
That's a conclusion.
After.
You can't have methodology
Yeah.
after conclusion.
No, it was after. It was after that. I think they just because they said that's at the end of the paper. I think it's here. Yeah, notes on methodology right there.
Oh, notes on methodology. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about them?
This is how they derive those numbers.
Yeah. Well, how they derive those numbers is going to be much up. This is notes on methodology.
Okay, so
Methodology is going to be much
the
higher.
beef, chicken, and pork they're getting from USDA.
Yeah.
Okay. Milk and soy. It's on traded futures. Pieces of Y charts. Okay. Chickpeas, whey, pea, soy, and chickpea are from also shipments from Alibaba. Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing that worries me is that they're getting different sources for different components, rather than all coming from the same source.
Yeah, that worries me
That's
as
the
well.
only concern I have.
Another thing that worries me is that you use PGCAAS and not DIAS, which both are silly to use, I think, in my opinion. We have like actual human health outcomes. So I don't know.
What does that mean? I don't know what those mean.
Oh yeah.
And
Sorry. Thank you for removing that. So PDCAAS, I can't be bothered remembering what that stands for, but it's like the older protein digestibility score, and DIAAS is the newer digestibility score, and both suck when it comes to health outcomes. Both just like not giving us the information on what happens in the body, because they are like isolated. They basically like PDCAAS, I think, was used on animals entirely. DIAAS has some human health outcomes, but both measure that thing in isolation. And when we actually like put it to the test and we have like calorie equated, protein gram per gram equated, we tested in human beings, omni protein and vegan protein. And then we tell them like to go do like resistance training. There's no difference between the two. And why is that good for like health outcomes as well? Well, because when protein enters your body, the last thing that your body is gonna use it for is building muscle, because that's like the last thing on the list, basically. And so when we say there is no difference between an omniprotein and a plant protein, when it comes to resistance training, we're saying also, well, the rest of the things that protein does in the body were also covered, because it covered all of those things, and then it went to building muscle as well. So yeah. But yeah, I'm worried about this paper now. So thanks for asking me to go to methodology notes.
No, it's just good to know. I mean, you could use it. Like, I'm not saying don't use it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like if someone kind of mentions that, then it won't take you by surprise.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah. So it is weird that they didn't take all that shit from USDA. Do they? Why not? In fact, why not? Maybe we can. USP is dry.
Maybe they don't have it. I don't know. Maybe they just don't have that information there.
Let's go find.
Like, But in general, it would be a little bit better if they, at least the main ones they're comparing with each other.
Well, they're comparing
like
all
right
of
now-
them, don't they?
Yeah, like milk and soybean can be like compared pretty readily with each other in this. Let's see.
Yeah.
Chickpeas, peas, and soy can be compared with whey.
Yeah. Well, isolates can be compared with whey, not the beans themselves. Yeah. And they're not comparing the isolates here, I think. Let me just go find that thing. So, yeah, wheat protein isolate, they do actually. Holy fuck. So wheat protein isolate, that's 4.81 per kilogram, 100% protein. And then comparing to whey protein would be more expensive. But wheat protein isolate, you don't drink it the way you drink whey protein. So it would be like, oh, soy protein isolate. That's how much cheaper it is.
They really did a number on soy, honestly, with the advertising they did against it.
Yeah.
It really seems like out of all the plant foods, it seems like the most readily available replacement for meat.
Mm-hmm.
And they targeted like really hard
Yeah.
with the whole soy boy thing.
And the bigger
Well,
problem is
I
that
wonder.
the soy companies, right, those that produce soy milk and tofu and stuff, they can't really say anything, I think. Because
They don't even want to fight back, I think, because it's like they feel like they probably sell more to the meat industry than they do otherwise.
I
A
mean,
lot of ways.
they probably sell the residues to animal products, to like animal feed and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And like straight up, the soy checkoff is like, yeah, animal farmers are like our allies, blah blah blah. They're like a biggest what is it called, provider, like not provider but like consumer is animal ag. They're like straight up like jumping all the way into the soup of like simping for animal agriculture.
yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about this a little today, like when you were I think speaking with someone, which was that I couldn't hear what you're saying, so I guess I just had time to ruminate in my thoughts. And it's just that the main things that seem to convince people to change their diets is if you convince people that it'll make them more attractive or if it'll make them like healthier, because that's what advertisements or taste. That's what advertisers usually use, like I don't think I've ever seen an advertisement that was like, this will make you more ethical. Those advertisements, the only time I've seen that is for like charities, right? To like donate to like kids in Africa or donate to like, like this animal charity. And those get a lot of heat, from regular people. They gets a lot of backlash, and it gets like made fun of like quite a bit. It just seems like ethics is a really hard motivator versus just being like, hey, like, cause like, why was Game Changers effective? And then it wasn't, to be fair, it was just effective for a year or two. And then it seemed like those people just fat dieted away. Right.
Yeah.
And maybe it was effective because it was just telling people like, hey, it was like an hour-long like infomercial, like commercial for, veganism, which was like, hey, you could be an athlete, you could be strong, you could be attractive. Look at this like attractive runner. Look at this attractive like fighter. Look at this attractive boxer. Look at this attractive power lifter. Like, hey, it gives you better erections. Things like that. It's just like,
I still haven't watched that fucking
turned into
movie.
Viagra,
Not
too.
gonna lie, I'm not very interested.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's interesting. I'm just saying like when it comes to the effectiveness of it, it's been really difficult because like I was talking with someone I went to the gym today. I was in the sauna and the person next to me was like all up on like she was saying that she only eats beef and eggs, pretty much, and like she's really into tallow now, and tallow wasn't a thing until like 3 years ago, and all of a sudden it's become a thing, and it's just been advertised like pretty hard,
Yeah. Not only well, it's been a thing before that, because like in the homesteader community, and as a like machinery lubricant, it's been a thing for years. But like
Oh, really?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's the original machinery lubricant, yeah. So all the anti-seed oils people who were saying like, oil is like a machine lubricant, I'm like, yeah, well, so is tallow. So what does that tell us? Absolutely fucking nothing, does it? Tells nothing. But like in the homesteader communities, they like make their own tallow, and like farming communities and remote communities, like rural places, they make their own tallow. In the 60s, it was like huge, like collecting the bacon runoff, basically bacon grease, which is not exactly like tallow, but very similar. So collecting bacon grease and just like using that bacon grease to cook the next thing later, So solidified saturated fat bombs have been, I think, for a while, but now it's definitely much, much wider spread. I agree with you. There was like some kind of a propaganda machine working there, for sure.
Yeah, it's just I'm just trying to see what tactics they're using in order to better counter it and maybe be better, more effective,
Yeah, Nicholas, can you join my server? I have it in the link in my bio. I wanna have more discussions with you, and like almost daily, I think we like talk in VC and just like go through like ideas on how to
Yeah, sure.
like activism.
Is this
support.
Soyfeed?
Yeah, Soyfeed. Yeah.
I joined it.
Cool. Appreciate it. And if you want to fight carnists there, I would need to give you like a specific role. Just let me know in general. Just tag me, and I can give you the pain role where you can go and talk to carnists as well, because it's like separated and.
Oh, fine.
Oh, fun. It sounded like it's fun for you right there.
Yeah.
It wasn't totally like a pain exclamation.
No, it's not. It's not painful. Like I've done that too much.
Yeah.
But sorry if I'm throwing you off. Like I know you want to talk with the other people.
Oh, no problem.
But,
there's nobody in here. There's only vegans.
Bill's here.
oh, I thought there was maybe in the YouTube channel there was people to talk with. But if there's no one, cool.
No, not really. Like only 11 viewers, and I think a lot of them are vegans.
Hey, Tone is in here. I know Tone. Tone is in your channel.
Yeah.
Just talking in here. Rustlin's in here. Vegan K's. People I know. We got a little Rick Astley. Rick Astley's got some moves.
Who's Rick Astley?
Oh, the Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah.
Got some dance moves.
I just was telling Tone that they boomed, and so Rick Astley seemed appropriate when referencing booming.
Nice.
Cool. What's up?
Oh, that Chip guy also makes videos on YouTube, and I know that.
No, hello everybody, hello.
Hey, what's up, Kaiser?
Yeah, what's up, what's up?
Yeah, I like your picture. Is that like one of our primate ancestors?
Oh, that's beautiful, that's beautiful. What are you...
Yeah, is that like one of our primate ancestors, or is it like an offshoot of apes?
Oh, I see, I see. What does why vegan mean?
Bruh. I don't know if I want to interact with you. You're not even answering my questions. What's going on there?
Which question? I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking you a picture. Is it one of our ancestors?
No. It's my friend. He's my neighbor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can.
He's Muslim.
Yeah, great. So you can read what why vegan means, because there is like a text under it, and then you.
Oh
can...
no. I left the stream, my friend. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
That's just trolling.
So
I'm not gonna
you
fall
are
for
a
it.
vegan?
I'm not
VPN?
gonna spend my time on it, frankly. Somebody else can. Not gonna lie. I'm not willing.
Okay.
I just don't care enough. I guess. I just don't care enough. Anyways. Guys, I think I'm actually gonna go, so thanks for the convos.
Oh, have a nice one. Mashallah. Inshallah.
Yeah.
God
Hey,
be
take
with
care.
you.
Have a good one.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna try solving the Kick issue. So I might actually come back and stream both on Kick and YouTube. I don't know. But I might stream just on Kick. So maybe I can share my channel with you on Kick. And then maybe you can go and follow me there or something. I know it's like one more app or something, whatever. So you don't have to. It's this discoverability on Kick is pretty cool, I think. It's just like shows up in main people who are streaming. So maybe we can like increase some ears on our streams here. And yeah, we'll see if I come back today or maybe try like a dry run in the following days. Yeah, thank you very much for coming. See you next time. Bye.